Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 16 The Show, Row the Show with Theo Bonds. This is episode 121, and we're getting ready here for a series against the Tampa Bay Rays here. It's a 4-game series against them. Now, we just got done with the series with Kansas City. Took 2 out of 3 there. We won game 1 and 3, and unfortunately could not win the second game there to sweep the series. But we do get a victory out of that series there against them. So now we head back on the road here, continue our road trip, and we're going to go down to Tampa Bay to see what we can do against them. And again, just try to build up some wins here for ourselves, and also for Bonds, try to get some collection of hits here, as he's been, struggling there for quite a bit there. Not necessarily in that Royal Series there, but before then, or here lately, he has been struggling some, and we're going to try to see what we can do. So 6.5 games out of first place there. Royals still lead the division. Right in front of us are the Indians with a game and a half. So we'll see what we can do against the Rays, as they're just a half a game behind Boston. So they got a pretty good run there in the East, and of course they would like to continue that on here and try to gain some ground against the Red Sox. So there you see the current standings right now going to today's game, and there you see the matchups there for the game there, if you caught that. But for Bonds, there you see his numbers right now up to date here, currently now with 15 home runs for the season, 46 RBIs for him, and we'll continue to monitor that here as we move along. So there you see Trop Field here. Beautiful stadium here. Rays, I think, supposed to be getting a new stadium here in the next 2 or 3 years, but haven't heard too much about it. I might have to look that up or something. But for right now, Tropicana Field here is their home, and we'll see what we can do here today. So top of the first, we got a runner on board here at second with an 0-2 count here for Bonds. 1 out, and we'll see the pitch, and this one's going to go high and deep out to left, and that's going to go out of bounds, but it will get caught there. Nice play from the left fielder, keeping that one in bounds there, or on the field, and that will be an out. So now top of the third here, down by 2 outs, 0-2 count for Bonds, and he will go ahead and hit that one off the pitcher there. That will be considered a base hit, as they'll take a look here at the pitcher and see if he's going to be okay. He's standing up on his legs here, so it looks like he could be fine, but you never know. And we'll see here. He'll indicate, tell this dugout, no, we don't need the trainer. I'm perfectly fine. So now Miguel Cabrera coming up the bat here at the top of the third. Runner at first. We'll see what Bond's going to do, and Miguel hits this one past the infield there. That's going to advance the runner out to second. Now have a runner in scoring position here, as Miguel Cabrera gets there safely on board there with a single. So we'll see what the next batter can do here for the Tigers here. As you see, Winters coming up the bat, 0 for 1 day for him. Ground out back in the first. Looks like he could ground out again here, as he will. And that will now put the end of the inning there, as you have now runners stranded at second and third. So now we'll move on here to the top of the 6th, I believe this is, and we'll see 1-0 count here for Bonds, and that one gets ripped past the second or shortstop there. He can't make a play, and that'll get Bonds on board there. So nice job with getting that base hit there, that solid contact. Nice play. And there you see, entering today's game, he has 85 hits here for this team. Closest person to him is Austin Jackson, who has 74 right now here today. Top of the 8th now, runner at first with a 1-1 count here for Bonds, and this will be 1 out. And this is going to be a unassisted double play there from the shortstop there, or excuse me, from the second baseman there. Gets that one and is able to turn 2, and that ends the inning. And that is going to be your ball game, as they end up scraping up 3 more runs there for themselves. The Rays win this one 7-0 as we go along into the next ball game. So now we'll take a look here at game number 2. And there you see the standings right now as we go into today's game. Rays are hoping to continue this win here and keep on track here against the Red Sox, as you got Max Scherzer on the mound here. 0 for 7 for him. And I'm really surprised that they have not traded him. As, of course, you know, Bonds has been vocal about Scherzer's play on the mound. So top of the first here with 1 out and runner on board, and Bonds will get underneath this one, but that will be a pop-up to the catcher there, who makes a good reaction there and makes a great catch. Now 0-2 here, as you see on defense here, bottom of the second, and Bonds going to try to snag this one and try to turn double play here. As you see here, he's in slow motion, trying to turn for 2, gets the 2 and does not get the double play, as the runner at first is safe. And Bonds there just took a little too much time, slow motion there, I guess, to try to get that double play there. Well, you see there, he does keep a good job here, keep the ball in the infield, and makes a nice turn, but just unfortunately not for 2. And see now 2-2 count, and yep, that's going to be a strikeout there on Bonds as Price gets out of the inning there. And there you see here the replay, just his mechanics there, just does a great job throwing that fastball there on his slugger. Now we go up the bat here again for Bonds, top of the 8 or top of the 6 here. This one goes up the middle there. That's going to be a base hit for Bonds as he knocks that one in there. And that's going to be a solid base hit there for him. I see there he's liking that one. He's trying to get some attention there from his teammates. Now we go to the 7th now here. Runners at first and second. We're down by 2. And 2-2 count with 2 outs, and Bonds will strike out there that time. And that will be a strikeout, leaving them on board. As we'll see here, the Rays will pick up this win here again. Price picks up an 8th win, and they win this one 6-2 is your final score. So there you see the numbers there for him. 1 for 4 in that game. 46 points there for his effort when it comes to training. So now we're 6.5 games out of first place. There you see him dead last right now, as we're just on a 2-game losing streak. And we're 6 of 4 in the last 10. Rays right now leapfrog over the Red Sox there. Now the Red Sox just now a game behind the Rays. So Rays really going to look forward to these next 2 games here, as they can win these next 2 games and hope that the Red Sox lose the next 2. They'll have a pretty good lead there in the AL East. As for us, well, we're just trying to avoid getting swept. So there you see Bonds there swinging there, showing off what he can do here. Hopefully he can put on a show here today, as he gets just top of the first here in Game 3 with 1 out and a 0-1 count with a runner on board. And that one will get snagged right there by the third baseman there. One third baseman throwing, or I guess hitting to another one, as that is going to retire him. Now top of the third, we'll see a 2-0 count, and Bonds gets around this one. This is going to be deep, and that one is gone. Home run for Bonds. That is home run number 16 for him, as that is a solo shot, as Moore just cannot believe that Bonds was able to get around that pitch, and he did. Knocks that one clear out of the ballpark there. And there you see 400 feet there to left, as that's going to be a souvenir now for a Rays fan out there. And we'll see the replay. And yeah, Matt Moore just put it in right in that spot there that Bonds loves to swing at. And this time it was actually away from him. But he is able to pull that one and take that one over the fence. So now we go to the top of the 5th here. We are up by 3. 2-0 count here for Bonds, and that was going to be a good one right there. That one gets hit right to the shortstop there. Nice play. And Bonds just cannot believe the catch. Take a look here at the replay and see that, yeah, it's a good swing there. He put enough on it, but just a quick reaction there from the shortstop there to snag that one, and still a base hit. Now they go ahead and check out the next at-bat here. We'll see Bonds will go ahead and be given first base after he's intentionally walked here. And they'll give him 4 pitches and tell him to go ahead and take first. So now we go to the top of the 9th here, and 2 outs. It's going to be a chopper there, as they'll take a look here and see Bonds try to outrun this one. But unfortunately, not the case, as Longoria makes a nice play. And we'll take a look here and see the Rays will come back and win this one. They'll win this one 6-5. Wow. Talk about a good comeback here. They were 5-2 there, and they were able to scrape up 4 more runs to come back and get the win. So nice job. Rays playing some really good baseball there, especially some baseball when it comes to the later innings. Now we got to try to see if we can avoid that here, as if we already lost the series here, if we don't win this, we'll end up losing the series here if we don't win this one. But right now our backs against the wall here, and we got to try to do something. So we're going to try to avoid getting beat up here in the Trop, as we'll go ahead and take a look here and see. There you see the last 5 games, his hitting streak there, 9 of 22. And we'll see if we can continue that hitting streak here today. Top of the first here, 2-1 count, 2 outs. Bonds hits this one, and that one unfortunately gets underneath the bat, and that one will be a high, deep fly ball out to right, and that will end Bonds' day. Top of the 4th now here, down by 1 here, runner at first, and this is going to be a quick double play here as they throw that one to first, and they do turn the double play there. That ends the inning, as it's now 1-0 here after 4. So Bonds up to bat once again here, top of the 6th, tied 1-1. 2-0 count here for Bonds, 2 outs, and this one again, he gets underneath this one. This one goes high up there into the lights, and it will get caught by the left fielder there, right at the warning track. So now 0 for 3 now for Bonds, flied out back in the 6th. That hitting game streak is coming up here if he cannot get a hit here. Top of the 9th, down by 3, and we'll see here, yep, that hitting streak is coming to an end, as it's only going to be a 5-game hitting streak, and that will retire Bonds, as he only gets 3 points for that effort there, and really did not do too much here in this game, as he will go 0 for 4 in this ball game. As we'll take a look here, yeah, 0 for 4, and the Rays will win this one 4-2. Alex Cobb picked up his 6th win there, and there you see we're 7 games out of first place, as Boston now is a game and a half now behind the Rays. And talk about some good baseball there from the Rays. They pick up that victory there, and they end up winning the series there against us. So, man, talk about a tough series there in Tampa Bay. Hopefully we get another shot at them later on here this season. Try to repay the favor. But they end up sweeping us there 4-0. And we'll have to go back to the drawing board here and get ready for our matchup here against Boston now. We head back home for a weekend series against Boston. It's a 3-game weekend series there. We'll see what we can do against them here coming up. So, man, talk about a series there. Not a good time at all for be a Tigers fan there, and she gets swept 4 games. And you're thinking that maybe the season's going to turn around if you won those 2 games there in Kansas City, and maybe have that momentum continue going to Tampa Bay, but not such the case. But that is it for this episode, you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, thank you so much. Leave a like. Also, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to more Row the Show here with Theo Bonds here on ESGNet. Also, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. The links are down below in the description. Check us out there, see what's going on, to get the latest news and information about videos and what is going on in the world of sports in general. So thank you guys so much for watching. And come on back for more Row the Show here on ESGNet with Theo Bonds. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.